Taking a look at a little vacuum system from Ziploc that are on, I guess, closeout or something at a place called Big Lots. I don't know if everyone has that store in their area, but it does like closeouts or something when other stores are getting rid of things. And these are $3. They're basically a manual vacuum pump from what it looks like on the package. Now for $3 and from such a lightweight package, I've got to assume it's not the most heavy-duty vacuum pump out there, but obviously I thought it was worth $6 to try a couple out here. So I thought we'd bust it open on video. We're in the vacuum club, I guess. We do like to vacuum seal gear and first aid equipment and stuff. And I'll show you another one here in a minute. So this comes along with the pump and a couple of bags, I guess. It tells us here 3 bags. They're fairly heavy bags. They've got some sort of a seal there to let the pump work, and then a Ziploc seal. What I like about these is that you can use them, open them up, put something in there. Let's put a knife in there. So we're going to put a knife in there. Use the Ziploc to zip it up. Now this is a nice stiff Ziploc. It's almost as stiff as a weak zip tie. And now we left some air in there. Like what happens if you don't pay attention. And I'm not reading the instructions here, but I've got to assume you just push this over that circle there. There's like a circle in the baggie. And then you just pump on it. Let me try to show you how fast that's happening. Pretty darn quick. We're getting a vacuum seal there. This thing has sort of a soft rubber, pliable sort of seal there. And there's not much to it. It's fairly strong. It's not super strong. It looks like it unscrews here, so you could clean it if you needed to. There's just a simple O-ring there. Honestly, I don't think you could make this any cheaper than $3. Seems pretty decent. Seems like if you had this in a pack or something, it would hold up. That vacuum isn't as tight as a powered vacuum sealer, but for compressing bandages or just saving room in a pack, I think you'd be alright. And I think one of the nice features about this is you can undo the Ziploc, use a portion of what you've got in here. And then because no batteries here, if this is a large first aid kit and you're trying to keep things just waterproof and clean, then you can real quickly get things back to a semi-vacuum there. When I saw this, I figured it'd be pretty comparable to the FreshSaver one from FoodSaver that I was introduced to from USN ER Doc, months ago now. And I finally found one. I think these are about $25, something like that, at like the other big box stores. And they come with with bags. You can still get these bags. I'm not sure about the Ziplocs. I haven't actually shopped for them, so I can't say for certain that those are available everywhere. But I don't mean to imply that they're not. Looks to me like if they're not the same exact thing, then they're pretty darn close. So let's go back and forth here. Let's put something into this FoodSaver bag. I've got a little headset here. And this is something that, I don't know, I never thought about vacuum sealing it, so I just happen to grab it right now. But it's got some loose wires and stuff. I have put them in Ziploc bags before just to keep them together and from being cluttered. And obviously that's a pretty large package. But now this is a FoodSaver with a Ziploc. Let's see if it works. Interesting. It doesn't seem to be working even though they look like they're the same thing. Definitely not working. Now let's try the actual FoodSaver one. Definitely working pretty quickly. Makes some noise. It requires a rechargeable battery in there. So we know the FoodSaver works, but unfortunately it looks like the Ziploc doesn't work. So even though they look pretty similar here, there must be some differences. So now let's try the FoodSaver on a Ziploc type of bag. No problems there. And of course, because it's an electric pump, we're getting a much tighter Ziploc seal there. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but that's interesting. It lost almost all of its seal right there. The Ziploc is closed. We can pull a good vacuum. Okay, this time the vacuum is staying. Maybe the Ziploc wasn't closed before. But again, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but this is a much tighter vacuum. Let's open that one up. And make sure that it still works with the Ziploc, that nothing was damaged or affected there. Nope. Works just as well with the Ziploc tool again. In fact, it looks like we got a pretty tight seal with that Ziploc this time. I was a little more aggressive in the pump in there, I think. Wondering what's going on with this one though. I'm going to try a different one. This one was used. Let me try another of the FoodSaver brand. One that hasn't been used before. And just to make it fair, I'll put the FoodSaver into this bag. That way we know there's no funny business going on. Okay, this time we're drawing a vacuum. Pretty good vacuum, in fact. Oops. We drew such a vacuum in this bag that we actually pushed the button on the FreshSaver. Now, since there's probably a time loop going to happen, I better open this bag before I create a is it vacuum fission that would happen if I let that continue? But anyway, so now we figured out that the $3 Ziploc manual pump is going to be backwards and forwards compatible with the FoodSaver / FreshSaver bags. And of course that means that when we have these at home, we can use the Ziploc bags if we see them on sale. Seems like they might be potentially closing these out, so if you do see them, I recommend you might get one for $3. I'm going to put one in my suitcase for clothes when I travel to help create a vacuum on some of those travel type of bags, and then I'm going to probably get a couple more and keep one with the camping food locker thing that we use, so that we can keep whatever food vacuum sealed and then re-vacuum seal it, and then just one for a first aid kit. So hope that helps. Thanks for watching.